Hello, and welcome to C2SDK's volunteer instructional video on the desktop hardware testing station. First, take a computer from the pallet that has been through the blowout station. From here, remove the side panel exposing the interior of the computer. Now, take the jumper indicated by the green clip on the motherboard and move it one pin to the side. This will make it so no password is needed to get into the BIOS. Next, select a hard drive that is specific to your type of computer that you are working on. Each hard drive is labeled. Now, perform a visual inspection of the interior of the computer. Lift up on the power supply and optical disc hard drive. Inspect the motherboard and ensure that there's no damage or problems. Ensure the CPU has a heatsink and fan. Ensure that there is one DVD optical disk drive. Ensure 4 to 8 gigabytes of RAM are in the correct slots. Next, take the hard disk drive you selected and screw on the provided hard drive mounting screws into the drive itself. Connect the SATA and power cables to the hard disk drive. Then, line up the mounting screws with the rail and slide the drive towards the power supply until you hear a click. Then, lower the power supply and optical disk drive back into the computer. Connect all the cables on the testing bench into the computer. This includes the power cable, VGA cable for the monitor, USBs for the mouse, keyboard, and speakers, and audio for the speakers. Power on the computer and press F10 until you come to the BIOS screen. At this time, take the Ubuntu CD and insert it into the CD DVD drive. In the BIOS, navigate to the File tab and select Time and Date, and make sure that it reflects the current time and date. Next, go to the Storage tab and select Device Configuration and verify the hard drive and optical disk drive are connected. Then, select Boot Order and place the CD-DVD drive as the primary boot device so that you can later boot from the Ubuntu CD. Then, navigate to the Security tab and select System IDs and remove all System IDs. Next, go to the Advanced tab and go to Device Options. From here, make sure that Numlock is enabled, the internal speaker is enabled, and multiprocessor is enabled. Now, go to the network card and verify that it's connected under Link Status. Navigate back to the File tab, select Save Changes and Exit, and select Yes to save changes. The computer should restart and should boot from the Ubuntu CD. The Ubuntu welcome prompt will show up. Now click on Try Ubuntu. The system will load to the Ubuntu desktop. Click on the System Settings icon or cogwheel on the left side of the screen. Click on the sound icon. Click on Test Sound. Check both left and right speakers. You should hear a voice say left or right to the respective speaker, indicating they are in working condition. Close that window. Remove the audio cables from the computer. Now set the output volume to max. Repeat the sound test by clicking Test Sound and testing the left and right internal speaker. Click All Settings, then click the Details icon on the bottom. Check to see if the system has 4 to 8 gigs of RAM. Check to see if the processor has at least 2 cores. Now exit this page. Next, click on the Dash Home icon. Click on the second icon from the left on the bottom of the page. Click See More Results next to the Installed folder. Then scroll down until you see Disk Utility and double-click on its icon. Click on the hard disk icon and increase the size of the window. Click on Smart Data. It should indicate a healthy disk with a green dot. The powered on time should be less than 5 years. In the Attributes section, there should be no red dots or warnings while scrolling down. At this time, exit all pages. To test network connectivity, open the Firefox Internet browser. Enter any website like C2SDK.org to make sure you have connectivity. Ensure the website that you go to loads properly. Now you can exit the web browser's page. Now, test each of the USB ports with the mouse. Make sure each click and movement of the mouse registers on the screen. Now exit Ubuntu by clicking the icon at the top right of the screen and click Shut Down. During the system's shutdown, open the optical disk drive and remove the Ubuntu CD. After the system is shut down, power the computer back on and go into the system BIOS. From here, change the boot order so that the hard drive is the primary boot device. Open the computer and place a green sticker with your signature on the power supply, indicating that this computer has been hardware tested. Now for cleaning. Take the provided supplies from the shelves and make sure you get all the unwanted stickers and smudges off the chassis. Make sure after cleaning you return all of the supplies to the correct bins on the shelf.